God says, this moment is not like others. This message is not a coincidence. This message did not come by accident. Today, heaven has stopped everything to reach you because there is something very urgent happening around you, and you have not seen it yet. You are not imagining it, what you've been feeling in your chest, the tightness in your heart, the sudden fear that makes no sense, the odd dreams, the way people are suddenly silent around you, the way someone looks at you and quickly turns away, none of that is random. That is the warning beginning to show itself. Jesus is looking at you with such emotion that heaven itself is weeping. The angels have fallen into deep silence because there is a darkness trying to cover you, slowly, quietly, step by step. And 26th July, that day, it is not far. If you ignore this message, if you brush it off like all the others, you will regret it more deeply than you have ever regretted anything. God says, I am not just telling you to open this. I am commanding it. Because this is not a prophecy, it's a countdown. Jesus is begging for you. Not for the world. Not for your neighbor. Not for the stranger. But for you. Only you. Because Jesus knows something you don't. Jesus saw something last night. Jesus saw someone standing near your name. Your name has been whispered in rooms that should never have spoken it. Your picture has been seen by someone with cruel intentions. And on July 26th, something will be revealed that can shake you to the core, unless you follow this voice now. God says, I warned you before in dreams, but you forgot. I sent signs in numbers, in shadows, in faces, but you moved on. I told the wind to whisper your name at 3 a.m. I made a dog bark when no one was there. I made a mirror reflect something twice. But you didn't understand what I was trying to say. Now I must speak loudly, or you will fall into something very hard to climb out of. Jesus wept last night. And when he weeps, angels bow in silence. Heaven trembled, not because God was afraid, but because what's coming on July 26th is not what you expect. You think you know what danger looks like. But this is different. It's soft. Silent. It arrives with a smile. It walks in with familiar footsteps. It speaks a language you trust. That's what makes it dangerous. Someone you believe in has been holding something from you. A plan. A conversation. A truth. There is a message written about you that is already moving in whispers. Someone is trying to prepare your downfall quietly, so quietly that you won't realize it until it's too late. But Jesus is not staying silent. Jesus is kneeling before the Father on your behalf. He is saying, give them one last warning. Give them one more chance to listen. Let them hear it clearly. This is not a drill. God says, don't wait for a second sign. Don't wait until the 26th. Because by then, something might be exposed that you were never ready to see. There is a picture, a document, a conversation recorded, something private that may not stay private. And the person behind it does not feel guilt. They feel power. You've trusted someone with too much, and they have slowly turned away. But they haven't told you the full truth. In fact, they are planning something that will surprise you in the worst way. They may say it's a mistake. They may say they didn't mean it. But Jesus knows what's in their heart. And He sees that they are moving faster than you know. God says, someone you love is hiding something too important to ignore. And if you don't seek me today, if you don't cry out to me today, then that darkness will not wait. It will enter through a door you left open. A door called distraction. A door called trust. A door called silence. This is not fear. This is revelation. You are not being cursed, you are being chosen. Chosen to be warned. Because heaven still believes you can escape it. You are not too far gone. You are not abandoned. You are loved, so deeply that angels stand guard around you right now as you read this. But they can't act unless you give them permission by surrendering your heart right now. Jesus is whispering your name in the throne room. God has paused time to watch what you do next. You are being given a moment of decision. Not by humans, but by heaven. God says, listen carefully. There are two timelines. One leads to tears, public exposure, confusion, a betrayal that takes years to heal. But the other leads to safety, to peace, to victory. And that timeline opens when you finally say, God, I trust you more than I trust anyone else. You need to understand that someone has been feeding a lie about you. And that lie is slowly reaching the ears of someone powerful. They are preparing something in silence. And the moment that lie becomes a belief, you will feel its weight. But Jesus is standing in between you and that moment, saying, no. Not them. Not yet. Not without warning. But Jesus cannot force you. He needs your heart to turn. He needs your attention. And He is saying this with tears in His eyes, please, don't scroll away. Please, don't ignore this like the others. I have waited for this moment to speak. And if you shut this message, I won't have another chance before the 26th. God says, look around you. The signs are already there. A strange silence in your relationships. A message you didn't expect. A delay that makes no sense. An anxiety that feels like a storm is about to start. These are not normal. These are the tremors before the quake. Someone you haven't seen in a while is about to return with a reason. Don't trust it easily. Someone who once acted like they loved you will ask for something big. Think twice. And someone who knows your weakness will offer you a solution that looks like a gift, but it's a trap. God says, your protection lies in your obedience. Your safety lies in your surrender. You don't need to fear, if you walk with me. If you choose to trust me, I will move people, places, even time itself to rescue you. There is an angel watching your steps. Archangel Michael has been assigned to guard you, but even he needs your faith to activate his power. He has shielded you from 10 silent attacks already this year. But this one on the 26th, is different. It's bigger. It's older. It's been hiding for a long time, waiting for the right moment. That's why Jesus is not asking this time. He's begging. For you. Only you. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. You are being shown the truth early because God still trusts your ability to act on it. You were born for such a moment. You carry a light that darkness has been trying to extinguish for years. But it hasn't succeeded. And now, this is the final attempt. God says, pray like never before. Not soft prayers, but loud, raw, desperate prayers. Call upon my name. Shout if you have to. Cry if you must. But don't stay silent anymore. Because the enemy loves your silence. It makes you vulnerable. But your voice shakes hell. There is someone who will reach out soon. They will come with words. But I want you to listen not to their mouth, but their eyes. Their eyes won't match their tone. Their smile won't match their spirit. Discern deeply. Not everyone who reaches for your hand wants to hold it. Some just want to know where it leads. Jesus is still watching. Still hoping. Still calling. But he won't wait forever. The clock is ticking. The 26th is not far. And your response right now is being written in the book of remembrance. God says, choose wisely. Choose now. Because later may be too late. This message will not return. It is your lifeline. Open your heart. Fall to your knees. And say, God, speak, I am ready. Because Jesus is ready. Heaven is ready. If you believe in God, type Amen. God says, you must not delay even a second longer. This message is not like the others. This is not something you can scroll past, save for later, or ignore. This moment was designed in heaven for you. And only you. The time has come. This is personal. This is divine. And Jesus is begging, yes, begging, not because he is weak, but because he loves you that much. Jesus, the Son of the Most High, is kneeling in front of the Father, whispering your name over and over. He is trembling not with fear but with urgency. He is saying to the Father, please, let them open this now. Let them not ignore it. Please, before it's too late. You see, something is coming. It's already moving. The 26th of July is not an ordinary day in heaven's calendar. It is marked. It has been circled with fire. An angel has been dispatched with your name in bold light written across his scroll. And the scroll is sealed. But the seal is trembling. It wants to open. Because what is written inside is the truth you were never supposed to discover this way. It is a secret that has been hidden, buried, guarded in silence for too long. But now, God is pulling back the curtain. God is saying, enough. My child deserves to know. No more hiding. But here's the most terrifying part. If you skip this, if you walk away from this divine moment, the pain that will follow cannot be measured by human tears. Jesus has seen it. That's why he's crying now. That's why Archangel Michael is standing with his sword drawn. That's why Gabriel has stopped singing and is instead praying for you. This isn't about your past sins. This isn't about what you've done wrong. This is about something someone else is doing to you, behind your back, in secret, with a cruel heart and dark intention. Heaven has tried to warn you gently. Through dreams. Through sudden feelings. Through moments of strange silence. But now, they cannot wait. The divine alarms are ringing. And you are the only one who can answer. This message was not sent to anyone else. If they see it, they won't feel what you feel right now. They won't hear what you're hearing in your soul. Because your spirit recognizes truth. It trembles when God speaks. And right now, God is speaking louder than he ever has before. A very bad news is trying to reach you. Not because God wants to scare you, but because God wants to save you. There is something about July 26 that you must understand. A person you trust, or once trusted, is planning something. Their mouth is smiling, but their heart is full of betrayal. They are carrying something, a secret, an object, a message, that if revealed at the wrong time could break you. But here's the power of divine intervention. If you listen now, that plan will collapse. If you open your heart now, that trap will backfire. If you pray now, heaven will turn what was meant for harm into the biggest miracle of your life. Jesus says, I saw them. I heard them. I know what they're hiding. I know what they're about to do. And I can't stand by silently. My child, I need you to trust me now. I need you to believe me, even if you don't understand it all. You may not have the full picture yet, but I do. And I'm telling you this out of pure love. You were not meant to be destroyed. You were not created to be used and tossed aside. You are precious to me. I bled for you. I rose for you. And now, I'm fighting for you. There is something divine shifting around your home, your heart, your destiny. You may have felt it: restlessness, confusion, sudden waves of sadness, or unexpected memories rising to the surface. That's not random. That's spiritual preparation. Your soul is waking up. Your spirit is being shaken gently so that you are ready. Because you cannot afford to be asleep during this time. You must stay awake. Stay alert. Stay surrendered to God. Because if you're aligned with heaven, nothing on earth can defeat you. Archangel Michael says, the enemy has tried to corner you. But they forgot who you belong to. They forgot that you are marked by light. They forgot that you are not fighting alone. I am standing at your door. I will not let this danger touch you, but you must respond. Heaven cannot force your obedience. It must be your choice. But if you choose to listen, if you choose to pray, if you choose to believe, I will destroy the trap before it ever touches your feet. I will scatter the enemy before they even reach your gate. Right now, time is short. Not in fear, but in divine timing. The heavens are moving quickly. What was once slow is now accelerating. That's why it feels intense. That's why you may feel like everything is happening at once. Don't panic. That's the sound of walls falling. That's the sound of chains breaking. That's the sound of heaven clearing a path for you. Do not resist this movement. Flow with it. Let go of what you were clinging to. That relationship. That fear. That habit. That wound. Release it. Because what's coming is far greater. And your hands must be empty to receive it. You may be saying, but I don't feel ready. Heaven replies, you don't have to feel ready. You just have to say yes. Your yes unlocks divine intervention. Your yes gives God permission to move in ways you never imagined. Your yes tells heaven that you believe. That you trust. That you want God's will more than your comfort. And once you say yes, nothing will be able to stop what's coming. Your miracle is already written. Your rescue is already planned. But it hinges on this moment. This divine yes. That's why this message found you today. That's why you couldn't scroll past it. That's why your heart is racing. Because your soul recognizes that this is not a drill. This is not fantasy. This is not vague spirituality. This is truth. This is real. This is God. And now, Jesus is reaching out to you. His hands still bear the scars of love. His eyes are filled with mercy. He doesn't accuse you. He doesn't shame you. He is whispering, "Come closer." You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to figure it all out. Just let me in. Let me guide you through this. Let me cover you. Let me carry you if you're too tired to walk. I've got you. I always have. Heaven is watching. The angels are waiting for your response. This is the moment you will remember forever. This is the day you'll look back on and say, everything changed after that. Because when God steps in, nothing remains the same. That's what's happening now. God is stepping in. Into your fear. Into your situation. Into your relationship. Into your mind. Into your finances. Into your health. Into your soul. The storm that's coming is not sent to destroy you. It's sent to reveal who was really for you and who was pretending. It's sent to clean what you didn't know was contaminated. It's sent to protect you from aligning with people who would have sabotaged your destiny. You think you're losing something, but God is saying, you're gaining everything. You think you're being rejected, but God is saying, I'm redirecting you to something higher. The date July 26th will pass either with revelation or regret. That's the choice. God has placed that day like a glowing doorway in your timeline. If you walk with Him, that door opens to light. If you ignore the signs, that door closes and darkness may linger longer than you can bear. But God in His mercy is giving you this chance to open your eyes now. He doesn't want you to suffer. He doesn't want you to be blindsided. That's why He's breaking divine silence to warn you. And bless you. You may not know who to trust right now. But trust this, God is not a man that He should lie. If He says you are protected, then you are. If He says you are chosen, then you are. If He says you are about to receive something massive, then you are. Even if it doesn't look like it yet. Even if your circumstances scream the opposite. God's word is not limited by what your eyes see. His truth is not delayed by what your enemies plot. When He moves, it is final. And He is moving now. On your behalf. Because of love. Because you matter. Because your life is not meant to be wasted. Because your voice is needed in this world. You carry light. You carry legacy. You carry healing. You carry gifts that haven't even awakened yet. But they will. Soon. And when they do, you'll understand why the enemy fought so hard to keep you distracted. To keep you doubting. To keep you afraid. But that season is over now. The veil is lifting. The fire is falling. And the truth is shining. You are being pulled into purpose. into divine alignment, into holy acceleration. Everything is about to shift. Every lie is about to be exposed. Every fake person is about to be unmasked. Every trap is about to be turned into a testimony. You will stand where they said you would fall. You will rise where they tried to bury you. You will laugh again. You will dance again. You will dream again. Because you were never alone. And you never will be. Jesus is with you. Archangel Michael is defending you. God is covering you. And heaven is calling you to believe, just one more time. Because this time, the miracle is already on the way. Jesus is begging for you. This message is not for anyone else. This is not something casual or something you can brush off. This is not a coincidence. This is your divine alert. This is your lifeline. This is the moment heaven has tried again and again to prepare you for. You've been getting signs. You've been feeling it. You've noticed the strange heaviness in your chest, the moments where your heart beats faster for no reason, the unexplainable pull at your spirit. That is not fear. That is not anxiety. That is Jesus calling. This is serious. It's more serious than you know. He's been trying to reach you for days, but now time is almost gone. He is begging, not because he is weak, but because his love for you is so deep, so infinite, that he refuses to give up on you even when you give up on yourself. There is very bad news trying to reach your life on the 26th of July. You are not aware yet. You don't see it coming. It is silent, hidden, disguised behind people and circumstances. But Jesus sees it. God knows it. Heaven is already moving to block it. But if you leave this message now, if you ignore this warning, you will cry more than you have ever cried before. These are not empty words. These are not threats. These are tears being held back in heaven as angels look at the timeline of your life and see that you are moments away from either divine protection or devastating sorrow. The next few hours matter more than you understand. This message is wrapped in light, but it is surrounded by urgency. A divine window is closing. There is something someone tried to hide from you. A decision was made without your knowledge. A conversation happened behind your back. And now, a choice is about to be made that could damage your peace, block your destiny, and cause years of delay unless you obey this word right now. Jesus isn't angry with you. He's not trying to scare you. He's trying to save you. You are not in trouble with God. You are in danger from people and energies around you that are pretending to care but are secretly plotting. One of them smiles at you like a friend but carries poison in their words and deceit in their intentions. They know something you don't, and they are hoping you never find out. God says the 26th of July is the moment something will either break for your good or crash in a way that could take years to rebuild. That's why this message reached you now. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. But now. You have just enough time to turn this around. You are not too late. But you will be if you walk away from this without listening. Jesus stood in your path today because He knows what's coming. He knows about the phone call that's going to happen. He knows about the meeting that was scheduled without your name on the invitation. He knows about the paper with your name being discussed by people who should have protected you. He knows about the decision being made by someone who used to love you but now carries jealousy inside them. He knows everything. And He still says you are safe if you trust Him now. God is not asking for a grand sacrifice. He is not demanding perfection. He's asking for your trust. He's asking for your attention. He's asking for your surrender. The reason you've been feeling so overwhelmed lately is because your spirit senses the spiritual battle happening around you. Archangel Michael has already stepped forward with his sword drawn. He's standing guard, waiting for your agreement. Because heaven works with consent. You have to allow the divine intervention to happen. You have to choose it. You have to say, "Yes, Lord, I receive this protection." That's all it takes. One small whisper of surrender can stop an entire storm. But silence can let it land. You are not crazy for feeling unsettled. You are not imagining the shift around you. People have been acting different. Someone is suddenly distant. Another person is suddenly too involved. Neither one is being fully honest. But you don't need to know everything. You only need to obey the voice of the Holy Spirit whispering right now inside your soul, "Open this, listen now, this is not a drill." If you knew what heaven had to push through to get this message to you, you would fall to your knees in gratitude. Forces tried to stop this message. Spirits tried to delay it. But divine light pierced through because you matter that much. July 26th is not a day to take lightly. Something is being scheduled without your knowledge. Someone is writing your name in a file, in a conversation, in a message. Their words are not pure. But their plot will fail if you listen now. If you stop and pray, if you cancel all plans that pull you away from your spiritual awareness, you will be spared from a breakdown. You are being moved into a divine holding zone. God is trying to delay something that looks good on the surface but would destroy you in private. The door that seemed like a miracle may actually be a test. Be still before you say yes to anything this week. Be still before you respond to that message. Something looks attractive but is dangerous. It's been covered in false light. Only your discernment can expose it. Jesus says, "I cannot force you. But I am begging you. I am pleading with you as one who has watched your heart breaking in silence, as one who stayed by your side even when you cursed your own name, even when you pushed me away. I stayed. I waited. I loved. And now I'm telling you, as the shepherd who leaves the 99 for the one, come home. Come back to the sound of your true identity. Do not let this world define you. Do not let your wounds guide you. Do not let your fears make decisions for you. You are more than your anxiety. You are more than your heartbreak. You are more than your trauma. You are mine. The enemy wants to distract you right now. That's why you've been noticing random things going wrong, your technology acting strange, your schedule suddenly chaotic, your peace suddenly interrupted. That's not coincidence. That's warfare. But the minute you say yes to this message, truly, deeply say yes with your spirit, a shift happens. Your atmosphere clears. Your mind settles. Your heart steadies. And your protection multiplies. Heaven is real. Angels are real. Demonic sabotage is real. But the victory of Christ is even more real. Jesus says, I am coming to you in this message because I don't want you to wake up on the 26th of July with regret. I don't want you to wonder why you didn't listen. I don't want you to fall into confusion or heartbreak or betrayal. You have been too strong for too long, and now it's time to let me take over. Lay your burdens at my feet. Place your plans in my hands. Let me take care of what you cannot see. I know what's around the corner. I know the conversation they had without you. I know the lie they whispered. I know the contract someone is trying to sign. I know the secret someone is carrying. And I'm telling you now, trust me, and you won't have to fear any of it. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment that defines it. Everything is about to change. The heaviness, the pain, the disappointment, it all has a reason. But now the tide is turning. The delay is lifting. But only if you stay aligned with the divine plan. Don't let your emotions pull you into decisions. Don't let your loneliness make you say yes to the wrong person. Don't let your past convince you you're unworthy. Don't let the distractions take you away from this divine moment. If you focus now, if you center your heart in prayer, in trust, in full surrender, God says the very thing that was meant to destroy you will become the doorway to your elevation. He is already setting things in motion. The documents meant to betray you will be canceled. The mouth that lied about you will be exposed. The relationship that broke your heart will be replaced by one heaven sends. The rejection that haunted you will turn into redirection. The job you thought you needed will be replaced by a calling you never imagined. What's coming is not just a recovery, it's a resurrection. What you thought was over is being revived. What you thought was gone is being returned. What you thought was lost is being redeemed. But it all depends on this moment. Will you listen? Will you obey? Will you trust? Jesus is watching you right now. Not in judgment, but with eyes filled with tears, hands reaching out to you, heart breaking with longing. He knows how hard it's been. He knows the secrets you haven't shared. He knows the moments you almost gave up. He's saying, I'm still here. I never left. And I will never stop calling you home. You don't need to be perfect to respond. You don't need to know what to say. Just whisper his name. That's enough. Just say, Jesus, help me. That's enough. If you've ever wondered if God really sees you, this is your answer. Yes, He sees you. Yes, He knows your name. Yes, He heard that prayer you whispered through your tears. Yes, this message was sent just for you. You are not alone. You are not forsaken. You are not invisible. You are chosen. You are seen. You are loved. And you are being protected in ways that will only make sense later. Do not be afraid of what is coming. Do not fear the 26th of July. Fear is not from God. Wisdom is. Discernment is. Protection is. And all of it is already in place for you if you accept it. Stay alert. Stay prayerful. Stay surrendered. Your miracle is being written in this very moment. Your deliverance is on the move. And heaven is standing in full formation around your soul. You are safe. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are surrounded by angels. You are covered by grace. You are walking through fire, but you will not be burned. You are passing through waters, but you will not drown. Your name is engraved on the palms of God's hands. You will not fall. You will not fail. You will rise. You will heal. You will overcome. Because Jesus is not giving up on you. And now, it's your turn to not give up on Him.